Adding music. Adding music is pretty fun when you're adding it as a fun way, but it's not always going to be funny or exciting manner. Sometimes it's going to be a pretty serious topic and you have to find the music that fits the mood. So there will be some links to different sources for music in the description below. We're going to be showing you in this video is kind of how you're going to want the music to be placed, the audio levels, all that stuff for the music specifically. So over here, I'm going to go ahead and open up Finder, and I'm going to go find some music. So I like this audio that I just found, and I'm going to go ahead and drop it into the audio file. You can import it the other way. If you haven't already seen how to import it, we made that type of... By the way, I forgot to... Actually, before I go ahead and look for music, I just want to welcome you to the SABA Sounds Audio Lounge, where we help you get all of your high quality audio for all of your audio needs. And today we are talking about, like I said, adding music. So here is a file that I found, some music that was used during the telethon. Now, this was good music. I think it sounds great, but let me just go ahead and put this over because maybe I want kind of a little bit of an intro before I start. So maybe there's actually this perfect spot. I believe it has a here we go part in it. There I go, I'm like, here we go. So I'm going to be listening back to kind of where I want to start it, because sometimes it is going to be because sometimes it's not going to generally start the music when you want to start your audio. So let's say you want to start talking and then fade the music in, or you want to get the music to start playing first and then lower the music and then add the audio in. So there's different things you can do with it. So starting here, there's actually going to be a fairly big segment, so I'm actually going to go ahead and cut that out, which if you haven't already watched the video on how to, you definitely should. I'm going to go ahead and press TI and just kind of blade where this is. I'm going to go ahead to the pointer tool and delete this. I don't want that much space to take up before the music starts, but I want to start at the spot of the music. So that's something you can do. Don't feel like you have to have a whole music in it. There's going to be plenty of times where you're going to have to cut it out in the middle of the song or before or after. So just feel free to kind of cut it as you need. We're going to be talking about fading it, which is generally what you're going to want to do at the end of videos and stuff like that. So if I play it back, I don't think I can hear myself very well, and that could be because the audio on my audio looks a bit quieter. So what I can actually do is I can actually go ahead on this fader here on the ends here, and I'm going to go ahead and lower that quite a bit. I'm going to lower that all the way to negative 32 decibels. I'm going to go ahead and play it back. It's a lot quieter. Hello and welcome to SABA Sounds Audio Lounge. Now, right now it sounds okay, not the best. I'm actually going to increase the volume on the MacBook so I can hear it better. That's something you want to do. You want to have it at a fairly loud volume where it's not like hurting your ears, but you can hear everything clearly, because otherwise if it's too quiet you might be like, oh, that sounds good. You go ahead and listen to it back later at a normal volume and it is too loud in some areas or too quiet in others. Hello and welcome to SABA Sounds Audio Lounge, where we help you get all your high quality audio for all of your audio needs. I personally think it could be a little quieter. Hello and welcome to SABA Sounds Audio Lounge, where we help you get all your high quality audio for all of your audio needs. I think that's good enough. It is not getting in the way of the voice, and that's kind of the main thing. The subject audio you want to have prominent. This is background music. It is not foreground music. It is not the subject of the video. So for background music, you're going to want to put it very low. I would recommend between negative 29 and negative 32 decibels generally. Depending on the speaker, they might be quieter, they might be louder. You're going to just want to have it somewhere there. You can bring it lower, you can bring it a little up. Just remember that you want the subject to be who you can hear. Now, I mentioned fading it. What is that? So if you go ahead to this tab, you can see that there's this fade tool. You can press T and then A in order to do that. And basically what you're going to want to find is just a few seconds in, or somewhere that fits well. You're going to press and then drag to the left. So you can kind of hear that there was a fade there. I'm going to go ahead and cut right around here so I can fade it out to kind of show you.
Audio needs.
That was a very abrupt cut, as you can tell. So I'm going to go ahead to the fade tool, and I'm going to find right where I am about to finish, about halfway through. Then I'm going to drag all the way to the end there, and then it's hard to see, but it does add a little fade thing here. It just kind of makes a little white overlay. So if I go ahead and play it,
We help you get all your high quality audio for all of your audio needs.
so yeah, maybe it still sounds a bit abrupt, but it isn't going to sound nearly as abrupt. And if you feel like it does need more fade, you can go ahead and just bring it back further in where you're talking and then lower it. So this is how to add music to your audio, to your project file in Logic Pro, and how to add it to podcasts, videos, voiceovers, anything you really need to do here. So what you're going to be talking about next is sound effects. Sound effects are useful for causing emphasis and all that other stuff that will bring people more into your audio, into your podcast, into whatever you're using this for. Sound effects, if done right, will make it more immersive and less boring in many cases. So stick around to watch that. Thank you for sticking with us here at SABA Sounds Audio Lounge. Have a great day.